I want to show you something. And this something is basically the motivation behind the entire J-Track mission. I'm showing you this line right here. To understand the significance of that line, let me show you what you'll see downstairs. Hi everybody, Callan Bentley here from Piedmont, Virginia Community College and fresh off the drilling vessel Chikyu. I am in the elementary school, the Sendai Arahama Elementary School, which is now a memorial to the tsunami. They have taken what was a vibrant four-story elementary school and then preserved it as a museum to the destruction of the tsunami. So if you look here behind me, you can see a chalkboard, and you can take a look around this classroom. This classroom is preserved basically with the materials that were in here at the time of the tsunami, but they have removed the tsunami debris. And that's what that classroom looked like the morning after the Great Tohoku Earthquake and tsunami. There were cars pushed by the tsunami into that room. Here's a separate classroom, and this one has a particular detail that I thought was particularly striking. If you look up at the ceiling there, you can see a soda can that's crammed into the ceiling by the force of the tsunami. A banister in the stairwell. And if you look at this photo here, you can see that a stairwell like this one, though with the opposite banister orientation, was inundated with tsunami debris. At the shore, the tsunami was 13.7 meters in amplitude. They note the position of a 9-meter tall statue, which looked like that. And then as you head inland, you get to this building. And here, the maximum tsunami height was 4.6 meters. So it completely submerged the first floor, and also was present here on the second floor. On the morning of March 11th, 2011, the students here were getting ready to celebrate graduation. And on this bulletin board here behind me, there were balloons that were pinned to the bulletin board and a message of congratulations. Then the earthquake hit and the tsunami came in, and the ceremony obviously could not take place. But the remains of those balloons are still here on this bulletin board even today.
It's like small message.
So here's a scale model, and the elementary school that I'm in right now is here. And then you can see spread out in front of it reproductions of all the homes in the community. Homes that probably appreciated their proximity to the ocean. But then if you go and you look out the window, you can see the ocean there in the distance. And then as you look in this direction, there are no more homes. They've all been wiped off the map.
Maybe just a crow.
This is the rooftop where the people who were in the elementary school, including the students and the teachers, and many of the folks from the surrounding community, they sheltered up here during the tsunami. And it is truly the highest point around. There is an elevated road system that passes just over this way, and that elevated road system actually acted like a defensive levee during the tsunami. But the people who were able to make it here in the hour between the earthquake and the arrival of the tsunami found themselves looking out from this position out on a sea of destruction and inundation, brown, muddy water filled with debris, covering up everything you can see in the background. It's a little bit later now. I have checked into my hotel in Sendai, and I'm just kind of reflecting not only on the whole experience of living aboard Chikyu for 2 weeks as part of J-Track, but also this pretty poignant experience this afternoon of going to this elementary school that was, one, destroyed by the tsunami, but two, wasn't destroyed enough that it wasn't functional as a refuge. 320 people who probably otherwise would have had their lives ended ended up taking shelter and surviving the storm. As the tsunami came in and basically wiped away their entire community, except for that one building. So, what are we doing with J-Track? What are we aiming to do? We're trying to better understand the faults that make earthquakes, that cause tsunamis, so that people like those who live in Sendai can live less hazardous lives. So if we better understand how these giant subduction zone faults work, we'll better be prepared for future events and future tsunamis.